All right, hi, this is Atticus, and welcome to our start of scenario 6 as we play all the Railway Empire 2 scenarios in numeric order. So we're up to 6. We are ready to play Gold Rush. It's considered hard. The West Coast is still a blank slate in the 1850s. Some people see an opportunity to establish a railroad company here. It soon becomes clear that there are much more profitable ways to make it big in the region. Now, this is in 1848. We're here on the west coast of the U.S., and we start in Gold Beach. I believe this is the very northern tip of California, I think. And we have 15 cities and 47 rural businesses at our disposal, and this is extremely mountainous territory. I've fired this up 2 or 3 times. I haven't played it, but I've fired it up. I've played it for a couple minutes just to see what was going on. But basically, this is very rough terrain, extremely rough everywhere. Even the green areas where you'd think it'd be flatter, almost all of it is quite mountainous. So let's keep that in mind. Now, we are going to. I just want to confirm. We can play with any of the characters, and we're going to use the entrepreneur now because I want to abuse this express bonus to the nth degree. Now, the one that most of you seem to like is the engineer, according to the poll that I sent out, and I don't blame you. And he would be an excellent fit for this because of the lower track, tunnel, and bridge costs. He would be an excellent fit. I really like the general. I love this bonus here. I love that, but would hate this on the map we're about to play because you just can't play this one without tunnels and bridges. And if he has to pay extra for that, I think he would wipe out his biggest benefit. So let's do the entrepreneur. Whoops, where'd she go? There she is. Now we can see that the factor is 1.5, the multiplying factor. So that means the task must be pretty compressed because this over here does not look bad. 2 million and no AI opponent, and everything here is normal. Unlimited refunds. We will have to buy our way into Nevada and Idaho and Utah, 3 states. And city founding is off. We won't be starting up any new towns, and let's go.
So, we have finally arrived at the West Coast. Let's not waste any time and start building your railroad empire. Time is money, and it's for money that we made this long journey in the first place. Well, here we go. I have already contacted the mayor of Gold Beach. He has requested for you to breathe some more life into the city. For that, the mayor has written down a few tasks for you.
Okay, let's see what they want us to do. Connect 3 rural businesses to your rail network. Produce 9 loads of clothing in Gold Beach via one of your factories. That is an excellent, excellent task. Beautifully situated. Perfect. Achieve an express status on a rail line between Gold Beach and Reading. Hint. Keep in mind that passengers will only take the train if the route is no more than twice as long as the linear distance. I believe that hint is for the whole game. And I'll show you why in just a second. Because I have had a look at this, as I said. And this is Gold Beach, and this is Reading. And, well, while we're looking at it, well, there's 2 things down here. One, see this line right here? The very first time I fired this up, this line wasn't even here. It was blind. We had a clean slate. Every other time it's been here, so I don't know if it's random or if you get a break the first time you play or whatever, but now that I've opened this multiple times, this keeps popping up, and it's a pain because you have to pay $400,000 for this route, right? And you could run trains on it, which we probably will do. We may not even blow this up. We may just use it. But look at these connection bonuses. 350, 750. 350, 500. Look at that, 1.1 million just down here, plus the 850 up here for bonuses. And we've got our 2 million, and here's our 3 territories we have to connect to. Nevada, which we're going to connect to. and Idaho, which we're going to connect to, and Utah, which we're going to connect to. We just spent about 500,000, a little over. Now we're connected. Now the whole map is ours to play with. I did that because I really do intend to expand as much as possible, and these things do increase in price as they go along, as time passes. Now, here's the biggie. First of all, this will be done before we ever go off pause, right? If we go off pause before this is done, I have accidentally, started the game. This one is great. We'll come back to it. This is nothing. So let's just set up for that first. We'll put a train station in Gold Beach. And let's just see and look at the terrain already. Here in our starting city, it's just kind of not great. Not great at all. Let's just go kind of like that. I think that works. And then let's go down here to Reading and look at Reading. Awful. Okay, it really is. And let's go down here. We'll go into Reading like this, kind of orientated the same way, like that. Now, notice these contour lines, this rise we have to go up just to get over here to Reading, because we're certainly not beginning of the game tunneling right through there. But they did give us that linear distance thing, right? So let's just check that out. Let's anchor here and go 1 to 1, platform 1 to platform 1, and that is 169 miles. Now, obviously, we're not going to go that route. We're going to drag out here and drag off that mountain somewhere out here. That might actually be pretty good. Now let's raise this up and see if we can't get rid of the tunnels. Okay, now 5 degrees is a bit... Oh, that's 5 degrees is tough. And I don't know if we can get away from that. Can we go out here further? I'm not crazy about 5 degrees. Okay, zeros and max, I like that. And I certainly don't like 6 degrees. It's getting worse. 5, 4, 3. 3 is extremely expensive. 4 is extremely expensive. Oh, here we go. We get over this way a little more. I could have sworn I saw a 4 pop up. There's a 4. Let's go swing it out a little bit more. Well, I tell you, it's so weird. I played around with this before. It must be something about the position of this. I played around with this before when I fired it up, and I got 4 degrees just pretty consistently and easily. I didn't have to do anything to get the 4. You know. I mean, I can accept a small tunnel if I have to. I'd like to, I don't like it, but I can accept it. Okay, let's get the max. And Josh asked me this, some of the rest of you are probably wondering. The max, the way I interpret this, the max is your cornering speed. So have you introduced a curve into this that causes you to go below your maximum speed? In other words, make that train slow down off its max speed to take that curve. And we've got maxes all the way, so from a curving point of view, our line is good. From a distance, it's good because we're not more than double this distance. But then this grade, do the grades still count? Yes, they do. The max is for cornering. This it says we still have to climb that hill. And if we tried to run, I'll show you the trains. Now it's time to talk about the trains. We've got all the early trains, right? So if you look at these, the Firefly is the best express train. It's 37 mile an hour, but only 12 tractive power, right? The Reindeer is 35 and 20. If we go out to the limit, the mixed use 33-31, and then the Philadelphia is 31-41. That's what we're going to run the Philadelphia for all of our stuff, because the only other thing we can do is the Rensselaer, which we have to research. So we are going to run the Philadelphia for all of our trains. We're also going to look back here and see how we did on research. This is a real crapshoot. Oh, look at this. It's really sad to be missing that with this particular character, but it's okay. Okay, that's one. We've got 100 left. We don't care about chemical plants. Residual value would be all right. We don't care about saboteurs, certainly. Let's save up for this one. This is 200 for the price of new locomotives. So we'll next time we'll just save this one, come back at 200 and get the standardized components. All right. So back here we've decided on the Philadelphia, and let's go ahead and build that. That's expensive, but we'll build it. And we're going to, what else are we going to do? We bought access to all that stuff. We're going to run. Edward Watkins responded to two of my polls that I sent out with very interesting comments. And this first one is about, said he likes to start with automatic lines, right? Like so. We'll do the Philadelphia. And then he prioritizes passengers and mail so that you get as much passenger mail as you can, because that's your best early revenue, and then fill up with freight if you don't have enough passengers and mail. I'm going to take that, I don't know if this is what he does, but I'm going to take that a step further and go like this and put those on there. So these are in effect almost passenger mail lines exclusively, almost. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to, and this is very important for our strategy, exclude shipping beer out of Gold Beach. Okay? And I'll explain that in more detail in just a minute. So there we go. We got that line going. Now let's go out the other way here to Eugene. And that'll get us one of our a big bonus for us too. Let's go to Eugene, and we'll put it maybe out here, and it'll be a 2-to-2. And the other thing I'm going to do here, 2-to-2, swing off the mountain, raise up, get off the little hill and raise up. There we go. Max, 3 degrees. Okay, well, that's good enough. And we'll buy that one. We'll start here in Gold Beach, and we'll go restaurant and post office. We'll go to Reading and put in a restaurant. Okay. Then we'll go to Eugene and put in a restaurant. And let's fire up a line Gold Beach to Eugene. Again, automatic. Same kind of deal. And again, very importantly, but we'll prioritize, we're going to exclude beer. We don't want that beer industry making any money in Gold Beach, because we want to buy it and knock it down and put in clothing so we can finish that task quickly. So it's fine to bring the meat back, but don't take beer out, okay? And that'll give us that line. Then we'll go to Portland. And this one is really bad. Maybe like this, and look at this, we're going to have to go out to Baker City. And this will be a 1-to-1. So 1 to 1. And that's a nice flat one. We could run a Firefly there if we wanted to. And it's even meat to meat. We really could run it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep consistent. Also, I don't want the Firefly setting a standard that the other trains can't meet. So we'll keep running our Philadelphia, and we'll put in this and this. And now we need more money. Okay, now here's the other comment he made. If you go out to your bonds and don't just take the largest one, take the second one. You could even think about taking the third one, I think. Maybe even taking it twice. But this definitely works to start. If we take this one, now notice it was 420. Now we still have 382 available. So we got 286, and we only lost 40,000 of the top bond. So we could take two of these. I've played around with this, trying to take two middles. The most money you can get up front, it seems like, is to take the second one and then to take the top one. So we got 382 and 286 instead of 420, right? So a lot more money in our pockets. So thank you, Edward. That is tremendously helpful. All right, let's go out to... How do we want to do this? Let's go out here to Baker City. Now, Baker City, you can see we're going to be coming up like this, so we're probably going to want to go out like that. So let's go right up through there, I think. And this one will be 2 to 2. Whoops. No. 2 to 2. Go out here. And then down to this mess. Let's get off the mountain. Really don't want a 6-degree slope. I don't want to. 5 I could, with that many contours, I can live with 5, I think. Especially if we can figure out a way to get rid of the bridges. There. Max all the way. The curves are good and the slope is good, except for this, and I don't see any good way around it. So build that track. What do we got here? Got both of them here, so we'll put the restaurant here. And then we'll set up a line here to here with those same priorities and the cars, and go. Now that'll get us a bonus here. We'll get the bonus here. We need to get this wood bonus. So what we can do with it actually is kind of set up like a temporary thing. We could set up one out here. And we could go back to this train. Ooh, I see one we missed. We can take this one and modify it and say, go to Baker City, then go here, and then back to Baker City, right? So come out of here empty, go here, and then come back here. So this Portland to Baker City will give us this bonus, and then coming back here and running again will give us the second bonus. We won't need another train to do that. So there we go. So we got 3 of our 4 bonuses lined up. We need this one down here. And we'll have to use the bonus money to get down here to be able to do that. And I think the first thing we'll try to do is just get the bonus money, buy this, run a line on it, and then hook this corn. There's a bonus on the corn, remember. Hook the corn into this and see if delivering into this will get us that bonus. All right, let's go. And there goes our passengers and mail and 3 meat. And this one here, his job will be to get our bonus and also to get us that task. Oh, what did I say? What did I say about connecting? Oh my word. Oh, you big dummy. All right. I missed it. I missed my own. We're going to be late on this task. Well, we're not going to be as early as we could be. Okay, build that. And then we need one more. Jeez, oh, Pete. Tell me I didn't do that. Okay, there's a big connection bonus.
Great. This would ensure a basic supply of goods through your trains.
There goes some points off our score. All right, let's go down here, buy this. Now, to come out of here, we've got all this mountain to deal with. If we try to come down here very far with our station, it's just going to be, look at that, it's just going to be a giant bridge. So let's get back here. I think our plan is going to be to get back here and come down and around this and get into a way where we can get into this squared up more or less so we could go either direction out of here. So down the hill like this. And this, and around, and up like this. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just run. Now these speeds, the fact that this can only go, well, 44, that's fine. And remember, we can only go 31 with our train, right? So let's see if we can get the bonus without doing anything else. I think we can. Let's just run a full train. Into Sacramento, and then what we could do, we have enough money to go track 2 to track 2. There we go, max all the way. Oh, no. This curve is too tight. There we go, max all the way. Nope. All right, max all the way, no bridges, no giant slopes. Good enough. And here to here. And that should assure us of this bonus because now this is connected to our network, right? This should be a big bonus coming in right there. Good deal. We'll get that train started. And what are we going to do next? We got one more bonus coming, I think. No, we got two more. We got the 350 down here and 350 up here. So let's go on. Let's expand to Nampa, which is probably going to run like this from Baker City. Yeah, let's do Nampa. Kind of ugly down here. I'd like to actually move Nampa out here, I think. So what we'll have to do is connect it. I think if we leapfrog out here to the flat area, it'll be, in the long run, we'll be glad we did. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but I think it will help. We go track 1 to track 1. Actually, that's not bad right there. It really is not bad. And I guess, since they gave us that hint, let's just make sure we don't goof up here. Let's go measure it. Linear distance is 100 miles. Now let's do it more the way we want to see it. Something like that without the bridge and without the tunnel. That's fine. It's not over to 200 or 198 miles. So we're going to build that, and then we're going to go down here and leapfrog. And leapfrog again. And get down here into a reasonably flat area where we can come out. Yeah, that'll do. All right. So let's delete this, this, and this, and then build our station 1-to-1 like this. And we're getting pretty good practice building this line. We should be getting fairly good at it. And you notice it comes out differently every time I build it. Like that. There we go. Do not want that tunnel. Do not want that speed limit. Do not want that speed limit. Max, 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 almost. And 6 degrees, 5, 4, 4 and 3. We're going to have the 3 at this end. Okay. Yep, that'll do. And what do we got here? We've got a restaurant. So we're going to go here and put in a restaurant and a post office and start a line from this end, from here to here. And we'll now this time we don't mind hauling beer at all. That's preferred. Okay, you take off, and then what did we get? We got our 3 businesses, which was a week late. Shame on me. Shame on me. And we got one more bonus up here. We got 2. We're still waiting on our 2 bonuses. Good, good, good. That means just our plain old ordinary train lines are making some money. So this guy here, when he pulls in, he's going to get us a bonus. And I'm going to watch him, and then I'm going to switch him up. He's going to start running down here as an automatic line with all that cool stuff. Yeah. And then we're going to, because we're not, do we want to blow this up? Yeah, we can build it again. We're going to take all this back. And let's look at our beer industry here. 861. Okay. Let's look at our bonds. What's our company value? Whoops. 2.7, 2794. 380. Okay, I had to do it. I built a little bond calculator. So let's go take a look. Okay. If we put in the bonds, and we can put 2794, we can put the rest of it, but I will just round it to 2794 and 286 and 382. $286 and 382 and nothing. Okay, now what this is telling us is if we close bond 2 for 382, we would be able to open a new bond. So what it does is it takes your bond value, your company value, and then all the bonds that you have open, and then it takes each one and says, well, if I close this one, what's my new company value? And is 10% of that greater than what I have out here in the rest of the bonds? You know, and it just figures out, can I open a new bond? So this says the 382, we could. So the 382, we could do that. So let's go back here. Let's close that one out. And now we can open a bigger one for 464. So I think we came out ahead on that deal a little bit. We made a little bit of money on that. Every little bit helps. So what we're going to do is just keep expanding. And we've got one more bonus to look forward to. But we're just going to keep expanding. Remember, we bought access into all of this. So we're just going to go out here to Idaho Falls and put a track, in Idaho Falls and figure out where it'd be 2 to 2. I'm actually going to make it I'm going to make it 2 to 1. I'm going track 1 to Idaho Falls. Or no, I know what I'll do. Okay, we'll keep them matching up. We'll go like this and come up like so. And we're going to reverse this station like this. Flip it around. So now, is that right? Did I do that right? Did I get it backwards again? I got it backwards again. Is that the way it was before? Or did I? Never mind. I don't even remember what it was like before. It's going to go like this, all right? Because what I want for now, we'll be double tracking stuff later. But I want this thing to come in and plug into track 1 over here, because we're going to come out of track 2 and go down toward Salt Lake City, which is down here. So maxes all the way, 4 degrees and 4 degrees. I think that's reasonably good. We'll take that. And I think we're talking, we're talking restaurant here. And a line between here and here. With the wagons. Wait for some money.
Very good. Here in Gold Beach, every day, heaps of travelers arrive by ship. They then use your trains to move further inland.
Okay, that was our express line. All it had to do was go down to Reading and come back. One round trip, and we got it. So we've got 2 of our 3 tasks done, and we're starting to get out here a decent expansion. Okay, we got it. We just got this line fired off. That's what's nice about this. It gets some passenger, it gets what it can, and it grabs some beer, which is great. So it'll make good money when it gets to the other end. Okay, let's go down here to Salt Lake City. And here we can do, yeah, we can do 1, 2, one, two, two, like that. Max. No big giant grades. Okay, build that. That should be all of our bonuses. And see, this will be restaurant, post office, Salt Lake City to Idaho Falls. And confirm. Okay, now we got our last bonus, so what I want to do with this train here is I want to take off this and just make it now a city to city line. And for the time being, we're going to take this off. It's got us our bonus. We need the money worse than we need that. Okay, so let's take a look at our beer industry. It's at, it hadn't gone down any. I don't know how I could be making any money. No, did I goof up? Have I goofed? No, good. We're not hauling beer out on either line. Yeah, that's true. We're not. Okay. Oh, man. I want the price to go down. Okay, this one is really a 2 to 2, but for the time being, what it's going to be a 1 tier 2. Because I don't think we're going to go any further with this one. It's a long way, all the way around there to get around to Bodie from Milford down here. Oh, I see. I think we're kind of messing with a bit of a mountain there. Let's see. This all looks good to the south. This does not. Oh, that's a little disappointing. Maybe we need to go the other way. Yes, maybe we do. Maybe that's a lot better. Max, 4 degrees. Three degrees, 2 degrees. That looks pretty good. Curious how much money this train makes right here. 33, pretty good. Okay, let's build that connection. And if that's both, this needs to be a restaurant. And then we'll go from here to here. There we go. Looking good. Okay, we've kind of made the big loop. Now we need to get this middle here, the four Nevada towns, and we'll have them all connected. Now the question is, when do we go think about this? Has this changed at all? It's gone down slightly, but not much. It ain't going to help us much, is it? Let's take a look at those bonds again. 3,700, 286, 464. $3,700, 286, 464. We'd have to kill the 464 to open a new one. Which would take about 500. Would that be worth it? That would allow us to do this move right here. So, do we stand pat on what we've got? Or do we just keep plugging? Boy, I'd like to make some more connections. Where can you go? Well, obviously you can't go anywhere in Nevada, but and go to Portland and Baker City and Nampa. Milford and Idaho Falls. Yeah, it would help a lot. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if we can't get to like Winnemucca to Nampa kind of thing. 1, 2. Let's come out of this one. Oh, this isn't. I don't think that's too bad. Let's get it kind of, I don't know, it needs to be able to Needs to get over here to Elko and down here, so something like this would be good. And maybe into track 1 here. Oh, except for that, which we can fix by just touching that. 4 degrees and max speed and 2S. The 53 is fine. I mean, we can maybe make it a little faster by moving out here. Yeah, we can. Okay. And Nampa was what? Nampa station has both. So Winnemucca will get repairs. So that means it gets a restaurant for now, and we go Nampa to Winnemucca. And we have 2 stars on our research. I should have gone here first because that's price of new locomotives just went down a little bit. I think maybe we just push ahead and get them all connected and then go for the clothing. Okay. This is going to need to be, shoot. I think we'll do a double track here, kind of, sort of. We'll go into track 1 like that. 0 and max, that's beautiful. Okay, and then we'll give it a little kind of a little faux double track like that. And that will allow this thing to run over here. And Carson City will be restaurant and post office. And we'll set up a line between Carson City and Winnemucca. Beautiful. And then we'll go down here to Bodie once we get a little bit more money. let's go like this. And from here we'll run out of track 2, I think. To track, I guess track 2 here. That looks pretty good. 164. And let's just see, let's just look at the money again. We're at 4580. 4580. Yeah, that might work. 4580. Yes. Yes, it will. We can take off that first bond and get some more money. But I'll tell you what we're going to do instead. We're going to keep building this out till we're completely hooked up. At least we've got, you know, Bodie going and then a line to Elko, and then we'll look at a bond and make our move on the beer. I think that sounds like a plan. Okay, there's our track. And we need a restaurant out here. We're going to have to do supply depots very, very soon. If not already, we may already have trains out there chugging. Can't tell. Yeah, we do. Yeah, they're all over the place. All right, we got to do that first before we do anything else. Well, that being said, let's go. No, we can't afford to do that. All right, let's just put in supply towers. We'll just go in the order that we made these lines. More or less. 2.9 million minus 1.9. We had a very, very highly mediocre quarter is what we had. But I think we've laid the foundation to have some decent revenue coming in. I think I missed over here and right here, I think. Oh, that's some rough looking territory this line goes through, isn't it? Okay. All right. Now we're starting to get maintenance breakdowns. All right. So you were both. So Reading would be our first maintenance. And our maintenance is going to go to 100%. Eugene would be next. Then up here. Might not be a bad thing if we could go out here and replace all our trains with the American, and replace all our trains with the Philadelphia as soon as we have the money to do that. There we go. Now we got new trains everywhere. Where were we? We got maintenance in Baker City, so we need it out here in Idaho Falls. And down here in Milford. And over here in Winnemucca. And out here in Bodie. And then, let's see, I think we did this one. So the next one will be San Francisco. There, now we've got supplies everywhere. We've got maintenance everywhere. We've got all our, the whole city, a whole map connected except for Elko here. We'll go right there, and then we'll, I think what we'll do here is double track this. Kind of like that. And then for now, we'll run off of this. And run into Elko like that. Okay, max. All max. Decent grades. That works. Okay. Couple of buildings here. There we go. Okay, now we've got all the cities connected. Not every single way we want them connected, but they're connected. We've got a mediocre income, but I think now it's going to pick up. We've got our maintenance in place. We've got our supply towers, except for one I can think of, which we'll fix as soon as we have a little bit of money. There we go. So now we've got supply towers and maintenance set up. We've got our all our extensions for the time being, maybe for the whole game, with restaurants and post offices. And in the next episode, we'll work on the clothing and getting that task done. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.